Morning. How y'all doing? First, I would like to say thank y'all for having me here today. I'm very honored to come speak to some of y'all graduating. I was once in a place like y'all about 4 years ago, and now I'm back in that same place now that I graduated high school. So I have a couple of words for the new graduates. First of all, I would like to say congratulations. You made it through middle school, and honestly, that deserves a little bit of applause by itself. As y'all should know, it's a very confusing time. One day, everybody's obsessed with slime and whatnot. And next day, everyone's act like they're relationship experts, and then right after that, you have your Georgia milestones. Well, my bad. Which, fortunately for y'all don't have to take that no more. I know some of y'all are excited for high school, and some of you are a little bit terrified or scared, and that's normal. About 4 years ago, I thought that high school was going to be exactly like the movies. I thought people would dramatically walk through hallways in slow motion while music played in the background. That doesn't happen. But high school will be a very important time in your life for you, not because it's perfect, but because it changes you in several ways. You're going to meet new people, some friendships will last forever, and some will end over something dumb like you and your friend on red for 3 days by accident. You'll have teachers you love, teachers you fear, and at least one teacher who says, this assignment should only take 20 minutes. It doesn't, it takes your evening and part of your soul too. But I do need a little bit of participation for this part. Raise your hand if you think you have your whole life figured out.
Just one. Who did?
My next question is, can you tell me a little bit about mine too? Because I don't always know either. The truth is, nobody really has it all figured out. Not freshmen, not seniors, and not most adults either. And one thing I knew in 8th grade is that you did not have to change yourself to fit in. Now, there is no doubt that most people, like your parents, older folks in your life, have told you that, like any of the many cliches, like don't feel pressure to fit in, be yourself, and whatever else along those lines. And many people have told me those things too. But there's a massive difference between hearing it and living by it. There were many times when doubt or laziness have set me back in my school career along with my personal relationships, but knowing how to grow and move past them is really what matters. When I was a 7th grader here, I nearly failed out of class, as it was the height of the pandemic. And like many others, or some of y'all, I felt that whatever I was learning was almost completely useless. Instead, I filled my time with playing Roblox, watching K-dramas, and eating 4 bowls of pasta plates a day. And I have a friend who did almost the same. And as naive as we were, we didn't know the severity of our situations or our actions at the time. And if it weren't for my mom and the teachers at the time who stepped in, who knows where I would be now. As stated before, in the fall, I will be attending Georgia Tech for aerospace engineering on a full ride. But working as hard as I did for the last 4 years have left me breathing room for that choice along with many others, including HBCUs, y'all may know, like Alabama A&M, Tuskegee, Howard, MCAT, and other big schools like Texas A&M, Boston University, University of Michigan, Ohio State, and many others. Though I sacrificed sometimes with my friends or a little extra sleep to prep for my APs, SATs, ACTs, and whatnot, it comes down to how much you care about your future and the future that you would like to build for yourself. And with the right planning, you have the freedom to do stuff like get a job, work, start internships like I did, and dilly-dally on your days off. But this is not to say that work is everything, but making smart enough choices is one of the defining factors of your high school experience that accumulate at the end of your senior year. And prioritizing what's important while maintaining your sanity at the same time is of utmost importance. High school can make people pressure to fit in, look different, or hide parts of themselves for others. My apologies. Just to be accepted. But the people who end up the happiest are usually the ones who stay genuine. Because I didn't always click or fit in with certain groups of people, I've made and lost a lot of friends over the last 4 years for various reasons, and for some reasons unknown. Some of these people will be your friends for life, while others will be there to teach you lessons for the meantime without your own. And also please understand that popularity isn't everything. And those people who seem cool your freshman year automatically aren't the people who matter most in your senior year. And in my case, some of those kids have been expelled, kicked out, left, and whatnot. But what people do remember is your confidence and the kindness that you meet people with and that lingers with you around those halls. Being the person who includes others instead of tearing people down. So a little bit of a quick challenge. Turn to someone near you and say one thing you're excited about for high school.
One thing you're excited about for high school. I didn't hear you answer.
I would want to make new friends and do relationships.
Oh, dual enrollment.
Is it? Those are the things you would like to think about, and not be so overcome with fear that you become scared to try new things, but think about some of those things you told your neighbor when you begin high school. And one last thing before I go, I would like for y'all to know that you're gonna mess up sometimes, and everybody does. You fail tests, say awkward things, and make eye contact with the person you trip in front of in the hallway. Like I do. But those moments don't define you. But what does define you is getting back up, learning and continuing to grow. And all of this builds into some of the greatest memories of your high school experience that you'll look back on and creating your masterpiece. So as you go into high school, please remember this. Be kind, be real, try new things. Don't waste your high school years trying to become someone else, and focus on your goals while remembering to hang out and have fun with those people that you love. Because 4 years from now, when you're the one standing up here or anywhere else giving advice to those before you, those after you, sorry, the most important thing won't be how popular you are or how perfect your grades look. It'll be whether you become someone that you're proud of. Moving on to college in a matter of weeks, like I said, I feel almost the same way some of y'all do sitting in these chairs right now. But instead of fearing the change, I would like for y'all to embrace it. So, good luck, future high schoolers. And seriously, please do your homework on time. I have 2 essays due Sunday. I haven't started on it. Senioritis is very real. I have a bad case of it, and it comes for all of y'all eventually. So stay in school, get good grades, don't do drugs, and enjoy all summer.